Hey, welcome to Back 40 Ranch. I'm sitting on our new deck. Look, it's kind of cozy. It's a sneak peek because we're not finished yet. It's full on construction around here. And, well, we are kind of between projects as far as what we can work on. Chris and I were just sitting here hanging out on the deck, and he said, I think I'd like to move the doghouse. And I said, go for it. I need a show. So we built this fancy doghouse. Before we started our other projects, there was a reason, but it's not important now. Anyway, now it's not in the right spot and needs to be moved several feet. And Chris is going to hook onto this doghouse and see if he can move it without tearing it up. And I hope he does. Let me show you where we are. Look, I'm on my deck, hanging out. And there's our pool, and there's Chris's truck, and he is going to hook onto that doghouse and see if he can drag it forward about 15 feet or so. So let's see what we can do. I'll show you a little bit around what we're doing too. So while he's moving the doghouse, I'll give you a tour of the current situation. Happy Sunday! As you can see, we kind of have a deck. Well, we really do have a deck. It's not all finished out yet. And Jordan Cullum, one of our son-in-laws, is working on our build out. And we now have a camper cover that's really nice. And we've got this deck. And it is crazy big, y'all. I mean, crazy. When you pull up here, you think, oh my goodness. Like, that thing is like a monstrosity. And so we have an above ground pool with this big deck built around it, and we're super excited about it. It's a good entertaining space for sure. As with all construction sites, it's still a little messy. Chris has been working on the fence. They've already got the barn started down there, and of course the arena's in the background. We've got building material everywhere. It's really messy looking, but the deck is pretty nice. Trash and building material. There's my husband over there. He's gonna try to move this doghouse. And I'll show you the camper cover. Looks pretty nice, and we're gonna skirt the camper to winterize it in the same siding that is up top. And that helps so much with cooling during the summertime and protecting the camper. Oh, here it is. The pool is huge. It's a 16 by 32 Intex, and it is 52 inches deep. It's definitely the biggest pool we've ever had. It is an above ground. We weren't ready to commit to an in-ground pool yet. So we'll see how this does us for a few years, and maybe we'll go to an in-ground pool eventually, but for now, this is pretty nice. So all along this front side of the pool, it also is going to be enclosed, and the siding on the front will match what's up there, and there's going to be kind of a bar area, I think, if it's the plan.
We're probably going to tear up that whole bottom part of that thing because it's not level. When I go to dragging it anywhere it's not level, it's just going to shred the bottom of that doghouse.
Well, how about you pull and I kind of keep an eye on it? Do you?
What?
Do you want to pull and while I keep an eye on it and see how it does? So, all of this is going to be enclosed again. Oh, this is pretty neat. So underneath all of that, there's so much storage. I can walk around to the back side and show you. It's pretty handy. It's going to be great for tools and toys and all this stuff, but all of this all around both sides and all around the back. I think they've cut one door in already. Yeah, there's a door back here. So we can access underneath. And that's going to be really nice storage. And this is really nice vinyl siding. I like it. Kind of looks like composite, wood, whatever. And maybe eventually we'll stain the wood. It's treated lumber, so it has to sit for several months before we can do anything to it, at least to the springtime, and we really haven't made up our mind if we want to do anything to it. And so the steps are really nice. My sweet little son-in-law trimmed them out so nicely. I think these are 4 feet walkways on the side, and this is 12 feet in the back. And of course I couldn't resist. I had to do a little bit of decorating even before we're finished, just so we can have a cozy spot. I think it's really important when you're doing construction, when you're in the midst of a messy project, to have a spot that is all done and feels comfortable and cozy, so you can enjoy you can have a spot to enjoy some time and relax in the midst of chaos. So we put, I had all of this stuff already, the rug, the furniture, and we've just brought that up here. So we can have a nice spot to relax and enjoy the deck. And it's really, gosh, it's so strange, but it's a really nice view from up here. And then the pool, it's got some sawdust and stuff in it now. We'll clean that up, and then when we fill it up, and then the pool will actually be pulled back toward the deck, so that the lip of the deck goes over top of the pool the same way it does on the ends. And we have a great view of the arena from up here. It's really nice. Got all our arena tools and roping dummies. And then of course the steps go down here again. Chris, so let's let him get all hooked up, and then we will come back, and you might get to see us make a mess. We don't know what's going to happen, but we're going to give it a shot. Go a little further?
Was it cold?
A little bit. And my legs are scratched, so salt dust and scratched up the legs.